G'day everyone and welcome to Blind Garage. My name's DJ from Automotive Carnage, and today I'm going to hijack the channel and show you around the blind man's new project car. Yes, we're taking over the Blind Garage YouTube channel and coming to you live in pre-recorded goodness to show you the blind man's new project car. What we have here is one of the first of the HQ wagons. How do we know it's one of the first? Well, it's got drum brakes on the front. So this is a very early build model. And today we're just going to go around it and describe what it is that we have here. Obviously the blind man hasn't seen this vehicle, so I'm going to try to describe as much as possible so all you blindies can really get a sense of what it is that Jason has got himself in for, because my gosh, it's a big one. Let's get into it. So as per usual, when we do a bush wreck on Automotive Carnage, we're going to start at the front of this vehicle, and it's got a lot going on here at the front of this car. So first things first, let's build a scenario here. The car is in the dirt up to its axles. The sand is halfway up the hubs. It has been here for a while. The water has washed through it a couple of times and really leveled it out so that the axles and diff are sitting on the dirt. It is a green color. I cannot tell you what kind of green. It's kind of like a light pale green that looks like baby vomit mixed with milk. Yeah, go with that. The roof is completely sunburnt and it's got a nice rusted surface rust patina on it. And it has all of its windows. So keep that in mind as we go around. So again, let's come back to the front here. We have no bonnet. The bonnet's gone missing. I have not located it in this yard yet. We've got lots of cars here. We've got lots of junk lying around beside us. But I haven't found the bonnet for this car just yet. The front end is a Premier. So you got twin headlights on the front, nice big open grille. All four globes are there. So the headlights are not smashed. It still has the surrounds, which is great. And if you can see through the mesh on the bull bar, which we'll talk about soon, the grille is there, excuse me, but it's a little bit beaten up in some areas, but not too bad. Now, the bull bar. This thing has a massive homemade bull bar on it. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 poster. My gosh, it is a part of station engineering masterpiece. And what's really cool, I just noticed, on the front bar here, we have Tony and Susie welded into it. So I guess those were the original owners of this vehicle, or at least the owners who brought it out to the station. All right, let's move back a little bit now. Both the fenders are there. They've got a nice patina where the undercoat is starting to come through the top coat from the top coat wearing away. You know, let's just talk about things backwards. On this fender, we have the guard, sorry, we're not in America, we're in Australia. The guard has the placement for a Belmont badge. So this is not a factory Premier. This has been cobbled together out of bits and pieces. All right, we are on the driver's side now. Looking at the hub, there's a rim but no tire and a complete hub brake assembly in here. That sounds pretty bad, sorry about that, guys. Not too much rust up and in the well. That's looking really good. The chassis rail looks really good as well. Yeah, no, we're good. Down the bottom of the guard there in the corner, just getting a bit of rust starting to come through. Okay, let's pop in here. Wiring loom is completely and utterly decayed from the heat. We still have tags, so we'll focus on that for a little bit. So HQ station wagon 11-71, so built in November of 1971. There's your second smaller tag, and there's your third tag. So model HQ 80135, body number 329A, trim 1823-11A, paint 568-13137, and no options printed on the tag. So there you go. Hopefully that means something to you, Jason, because it means nothing to me. I haven't learnt my Holdens yet. The wiring loom's sort of there, spaghetti over the engine bay, but as I said before, it's all decayed. You've still got your brake master cylinder over there. It leads down to proportioning valve. None of those lines look to be damaged. They're all rusted, obviously, but none are cut. They're still there. The fuel lines are cut. Oh, now obviously there's something missing here. Something called an engine. The engine is gone. Engine mounts are still there, but the engine's gone. Transmission's still there. Whether it's a 3 or 4 speed, I'm not sure. Looking at all those linkages, this is a column shift manual. We still have an exhaust from the passenger side. So this was, yeah, just a 6-cylinder. This wasn't a V8, not factory anyway. Oh look, there's the top off the brake booster, just sitting there in the battery tray. Battery tray appears to be in good condition, not too much rust in there. Oh, hang on, lift that up. Okay, so there's a bit of rust under the rubber mat, but nothing too serious. Still got, you know, electrical gizmos like this sitting in here. Steering column is all in one piece. Steering box is there. All the linkages are there. Sway bar even is in there. Really, really good. Heater box is there, but very brittle and decayed and slightly cracked on top. Big hole in it, sorry. Not just cracked, but it does have a big hole. All right. Let's look at the passenger side. The guard, again, you've got space there where a Belmont badge used to be. No wheel on this side, but you do have the complete hub brake assembly. Again, steering arm, sway bar, brake lines. It's all there. I get a good look for it, because I know you guys want to try upgrade this, so that sunlight is really bad, sorry guys, but there you go. Oh look, at springs, shocks, they're all there. And again, not much rust in the actual well itself. Moving back, the cowl. The cowl is in good condition. The paint is faded and cracking. No wiper arms. Come over to the driver's side again. All in good nick as well. Right, windscreen. Windscreen is here. The chrome stripping is around the windscreen, but up the top here, it's held in by like a thick tar thermal tape. So what's under that, I don't know. My guess is that there has been rust on the top from where the roof meets the windscreen, and so they've used this thick tar tape to hold it all together. It's even got silicone over top of it as well. So I'd say it's rusted and it started to leak, and so this is their fix. It's got holes in the center of the roof above the windscreen where a sun visor would have been, but the sun visor itself is gone. The windscreen's in great condition. I can't see any cracks, but it does have streaks coming from the tape down where I guess rust has leaked. Right, so yeah, that's that. Coming down to the bottom of where the guard meets the door and into the bottom sill, rust. Okay, so the guard, hope you can hear that. There's no bog in that. There's a dent in the middle of the guard, but I can't hear any bog in there. That's pretty tinny. Right, so down the bottom you've got a rust hole roughly the size of my palm. How deep it goes, I don't know. The sill is cactus. From the front to the back, it is patchy with rust. And where there isn't rust, I dare say it will be very thin. And look at it, it's eaten, coming towards the back here and into the rear well. It's been eaten away pretty bad. Okay, back to the driver's door. You've got rust on the leading edge. So the edge that meets into the guard, you've got rust there. The door itself, again, that sounds pretty hollow, pretty tinny, so that's good. There is a dent in the door just below the door handle on the body line there, so the body line has been pushed in. Nothing a good kick from the inside couldn't fix, I don't think. Okay, door handle and lock still there on the driver's door. Rear view mirror on the driver's door is, well, the post is there, but the actual mirror itself has gone missing. The window frame is bent towards the back. It looks like someone's put a big lever in there and tried to pull it open because, I don't know, trying to steal it or lost the keys or something. Does the door open? Don't know. Oh, now this is cool. The driver's window's down, but it's still in there. So you've got, you literally have every pane of glass. I'm just looking. You literally have every pane of glass except the tailgate, but we'll check that later. Okay, driver's door Oh, it opens. Here we go. Okay. Rubbers gone. All new rubbers. Need new rubbers everywhere. All right. Door card is there, but very destroyed. We have window winders. What's that? Oh, that's the ashtray. Whoops, I just broke it. Sorry. So it's got one of those fold-in ashtrays in the door. I just broke it more. Handle mechanism works on the inside. That's pretty cool. Window winder, as I mentioned before. Hinges look good. Okay, door jambs. How do the door jambs look? Okay, start at the front here. Door jambs look really good, dude. All right around there. Door jamb is in good, what appears to be straight condition and not much rust. Scuff panel on the bottom. So the sill's rusty, but the door jamb's good. I just noticed something. It's got a vinyl floor. How bad is the rust going to be? There's not much room for me to look underneath, but can I lift the vinyl floor up? Okay. You might have rust issues, but I don't know if you're going to have holes in the floor. Oh, here we go. Look, the vinyl, it's dry, it's cracked. I'm just going to peel it back. Oh, we just found the key. We just found the key, dude. I think. No, because there's still a key jammed in the ignition barrel and snapped off in there. So we have a key, but whether it's the key, I don't know, because there's half a key in the ignition barrel and snapped off. That's going to be fun. Okay, back to the floor. Get past the vinyl floor. Get past the underlay. You need new floors, dude. That is, yep, typical vinyl floor. Has eaten through the rust. Has rusted out. And you got a Fred Flintstone car. So how far that goes, I don't know, because the entire vinyl floor is in here, right through the whole car. Yep. So how far that goes, I don't know. Okay, so that's a bit of a bummer, but we'll move on. Bench seat up the front. Driver's side had many fat butts sit on it. So that has eaten right through the foam and exposed the springs on the driver's side. Passenger side is not so bad. And you got a bit of a sheepskin car cover over the back. All right. Steering wheel is complete. Horn pad has been cracked, but still has a Holden emblem in the middle. All right. This was a leather wrapped steering wheel, but I've just pulled the last of the vinyl pleather leather portion off. So you've just got a hard steering wheel. The dash cluster, so it's half there. You've got the heater controls are still there. The speedometer is still there. Oh look, kilometers. How many? 37,353 miles. So yeah, 37,353 miles. The facade of the dash is gone. Wiper switch is there. I don't know what that is. It says, it's in the center, just above the steering column. It says Holden in it. It looks like it's meant to be a clock there, but being a Belmont, it's not a clock. And then you've got open holes on the other side. So hopefully Big Fella can tell you what is meant to be there and what's meant to be there. I haven't looked at enough of these HQs to know. So there you go. Fuse box is still there, but all the fuses are gone. I've got like this panel that would normally cover the fuse box, but it's all twisted. Yeah, so that would sit under the steering column, cover the fuse box, and it looks like it would normally fold down. Okay, you still got the 3 pedals in there. They're good. You've got some janky wiring going on under the dash. The top of the dash is cracked. Is cracked beyond repair. The dash was black. The seats are a tan color. The doors are a tan color, and the driver's door is different to the passenger's door. It's got a different design. Okay, so the passenger's door, all passenger doors, including the back ones, have got like a rectangular design in them. Hopefully the camera's picking that up. I'll get in closer for you so get the sunlight out of it. So there you go, that's what the passengers look like. But if we come back to the driver's door, it's got more horizontal lines in it. but still the same color. Oh, slightly lighter tan. Okay, glove box is gone, is on the floor. Oh, there's stuff on the floor over there, so we'll go have a look at that later. Underneath, firewall looks good. Heater box looks pretty cracked up from what I can see. Yeah, okay. Handbrake's still there. All right, so that's the inside. Hopefully that's a good description of what the front is like. Okay, see, so what we've got here is the rear driver's door. Now, someone's painted like a two-tone on this, so I'm guessing the bottom color is like the factory spew green, and then they've put like a lime green from the body line upwards. That's hand painted, and there's some weird spray paint going over top of that as well. But this door, the rear driver's door, has got rust around the bottom hinge. It's got a dent in it, again, quite substantial. In the center of the door, below the body line, you do have a door handle, all the glass, rubbers need replacing. Door's locked, I can't get it. Can we try from the inside? Where's the door handle? No, the door won't let me in. Okay, in the rear, looking through the window, obviously rear seat, that's all complete. Vinyl is starting to crack on either end of the seat, but the center is in good condition. Complete vinyl floor right across, and then just various hoses, radiator hoses, wiring, spiders, steering wheel covers, seat belts. All the seat belts appear to be still there. Lap belts on the rear. What's this? 3 points on the fronts. Looking over to the other door, that's all complete as well. So you've got all your internal door handles, you've got all your internal window winders. Hood lining is gone. Roof from the inside looks good. All the supports are there. All the rods that go through the hood lining are all there. Dome light is gone. Courtesy light, what you want to call it. Sun visors are there. Look, you've got the rear view mirror is gone. But can you see the kind of color? Again, it's a tan hood lining, what's left of it up at the front. Yeah. So there you go. Okay, let's move on to the rear quarter. On the driver's side, this piece here has got rust in it. What is that? Oh, that's the stripping that holds the window in from the outside. Down the bottom, it does have rust in it. Oh, dog leg. Sounds different. You might have bog in the dog leg there. That sounds different to the rest of the car. Fuel cap's gone. Hey look, the fuel filler on the wagon is on the driver's side. I always thought they were behind the tailgate. Anyway, in the wheel well, no rust, except for down there at the bottom of the dog leg. Right, complete diff, air shocks, springs, handbrake cables. Wow, that diff is completely buried in the dirt. This is going to be quite hard to pull out. Fuel tank is still there. That part, that's got rust right there. Rear wheel arch has had a good hit. So what I think might have happened is a wheel has come off the rear and has smacked into the bottom of the quarter panel and has caused quite a substantial dent in there. And you got rust coming through in there as well. But look, even like around here, that's really good. Around here is the wheel arch itself is in pretty good repair rust wise. Oh, look at the rear side markers are there. Orange on top, red on the bottom. Again, I'm not hearing much bog in that rear quarter. Right, around the back. Okay, so we have quite a bit going on back here. We have the rear bumper. Let's start with that. The chrome is beautiful on this bumper. Give it a spit shine and it's going to come up so nice. We still have a number plate, BD2408. BD, I think, is Boddington, or yeah, Boddington, I think. Boddington or Bunbury, one of the two. You do have a tow hitch, but the tow ball is gone. That was a chrome tow hitch. The rear tailgate, again, there's a spot there for the Belmont badge, which is now gone. And typical, the bottom of the tailgate is completely rusted right along. It's gone. The top of the tailgate sounds okay. The mechanism to wind the window, that works. Yep, I can see the cogs inside moving, but the window has definitely been smashed out. The chrome strip around the rear window is all there. It's dented in a few places, but it's a good repair actually. You've got a spoiler. You have a rear spoiler up on the roof. Looking back from the spoiler to the front of the car, the roof is in really good condition. Beautiful sunburn on it. Inside the boot looks good. The ply, the chipboard for that part. What's that part? Does this have a rear seat that folds up? That's why there's this big cavity in the middle here, which is full of rubbish. Old tarps and forex. That rubbish isn't that old. Someone's been and put all that rubbish in here. That's a shame. But I'm not seeing any rust on the inner panels. The rear tubs still got their vinyl covering on them, although stretched and starting to tear itself apart. Really good condition back here. Seat belts. Yeah, just that part there. I don't know what that part is. I hope the big fella can tell you what's going on there. Alright, watch out I don't trip over all this metal behind me. Tail lights are there, but very faded to the point where there's no colour left in them. We've got a timber structure leaning on the passenger side of the car, but it hasn't damaged it. Okay, rear quarter on the passenger side. Glass, good. Surrounds, good. Oh crap, what is this? A, B, C. The D pillar on the wagon. We have rust up in the top here. Still solid around it, so hopefully it can be chopped out. So it's kind of in the drip tray where the rear window curves down. So you're going along, you've got the drip tray going along the top of the window, and then it starts to fold around to the D, ABCD pillar. Right on that bend there is where there's rust. Okay, coming down the quarter panel, again, that one sounds different. There might be a little bit of bog in this quarter panel somewhere. We've still got that stupid two-tone paint. Coming down, you've got the bottom of the rear quarters. I've just put my finger through the rust. They're going to need to be replaced. You guys, I'm knocking it. You hear all that rust? And coming up to the body line, it sounds solid. The diff on this side is complete. Drum to drum, you have everything you need except wheel nuts. Air shock on this side, springs. Again, rust in the dog leg area. Rust towards the back of the rear well, but the actual well itself, up and around, looks good. You've got a scratch, a deep groove going from the rear door through to halfway. It starts at the back, the front of the rear door, and it scratches right along to about halfway through the wheel well, just above it there. So you've got a small gap between the wheel arch and the body line, and that scratch is kind of coming in between there. Okay, can I open the door on this side? No, so rear door I can't open. Ow, 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 ow. That door handle is very hot. But again, you've got all your glass, door frame, window frame is in good repair. Door sounds good. Again, excuse me, the sill panel is cactus. Pretty well right along. That's all cactus in there. Okay. Again, where the leading edge of the rear door, which is around the hinge area, bottom hinge area, that's got rust in it around where the hinge mounts on the door. Passenger side front door, you've got your door handle, you've got a door lock. Can I open it? Yes, I can. Again, rubbers are all gone. Looking inside the door jamb, looks fantastic. Beautiful, beautiful bones on this car, dude. It is definitely restorable. And scuff plates as well. So I dare say you've got all your scuff plates on all 4 doors. What rubbish we got in here? An old tin, probably baked beans or something, a spark plug, some carpet, but nothing interesting. Again, as I said before, glove box is gone. But yeah, you're going to need new floors because unfortunately that bloody vinyl floor just eats the steel. Door card's good on this side. And you've got all your glass. Okay, and then, now sorry, you've got a bit of rust on the passenger side door, again where the bottom hinge mounts up, and the bottom of the guard has got a rust hole in it as well, same as the other side, about the size of my palm. But the actual guard itself sounds beautiful. So there you have it. That is the Blind Man's Desert Angel, Desert Find. I can't quite remember what he wants to call it, but there it is. It is a really good example of an old HQ. I love that it's an early build and that it has drum brakes on the front. Does make finding brake components a bit harder, but not impossible. It's awesome. It's got a Premier front. It will clean up nice. It's a horrible color. My gosh, it needs to be cleaned and painted. That is for sure. Shame about the floor. Unfortunately, it is so deep in the dirt. We can't get underneath to look at the floor and see how bad it truly is. But pretty much budget to replace the entire floor, mate. The tunnel might be okay. But the floor, yeah, you're gonna need some floor pans in there. We might be able to find some old HQ to HZs on their lids that we can cut the floors out of if need be. But as for rescuing it, it's not going to be hard. Jack it up, put some wheels on with tires, and good to go. We can drag it out. So that's not going to be hard at all. The gearbox is there. It's not mounted correctly. It's sitting low. It's sitting on the dirt. So I said a cross member is not bolted in properly. And again, because the car is so low on the dirt, I can't tell if there's a drive shaft and in our dirt. The dirt's literally going over the top of the diff. That's how deep the rear diff is in the ground. I'm just trying to think. I'm looking at it now, seeing if I've forgotten anything. Let's have one more wide walk around here. Obviously, hopefully, the big fella can point out things that I haven't. I am not a holding guru by any chance. I'm learning lots about Valiant. That's where my expertise is at the moment. And XA to XC Falcons, of all things. They're my least favorite Falcon. But there we go. That is too hot.